African American, Asian, Latino, Caucasian, and really that's our crew. And within Asian, it's so many different types of Asian Americans. And that perspective and mashing all that up, we brought that into our music. And so we feel that each piece of that is our identity when it comes to all the different genres.
Jay, let me ask you this, as far as EDM, who do you guys want to work with? Producers, anybody in the business that you haven't done that yet? Like a wish list.
There's some great producers coming out of Amsterdam, such as like Quintino, we worked with Alvaro, of course, Sidney Sampson, you know, they're the Afrojacks. There's so many EDM producers, I'm not forgetting anyone. There's a great trap producer, Uberton producer from North Carolina, his name is Roland Salamander, and he has a couple of records on our new remix album called Grizzly, and love introducing them also.
You guys follow these guys on Twitter and Facebook, right? And Vine and stuff like that? They literally have flown all over the world 8 times since they've last been in Houston 2 years ago. As far as different cities, what's your favorite city, or a city that stands out in your mind outside the United States that you really haven't, you know, you guys grow every time you go there and you just love going there?
We just spent a week out in Japan. We went to a lot of different cities like Osaka, Miyako-jima, Tokyo. And it's like one of those Tron movies sometimes at night time, you know, when you're going out partying. So it's a lot of fun. Food's great too.
The reason you guys are here at Macy's because it's Asian Pacific American Cultural Month. Let's talk about how you guys got together as a group, what your ethnic background means to y'all, and you know why you're glad to be here with Macy's with this partnership.
I'm half Japanese, half Chinese.
Korean. I'm also Korean.
And what was the other part of the question?
No, as far as when you guys, first started, how the group got together, how you guys all became friends, or how that all happened.
Yeah, well, Jay, Pro, and me, myself, we were just that crew in high school, lunch tables, and after school we'd all hang out, and until like 6 a.m. just work on a computer trying to make music. And Verman was actually a radio DJ, so every night we listened to him on the radio, and we just would show up to his gigs. Like, we would print CDs every night, walk around LA handing out CDs and just trying to really create that buzz, and we would go to his shows.
Hustling,
give him a CD every day. And then finally he gave it a listen and came to our rehearsal, and we said, let's do this more seriously. Just started growing, putting the songs online, and now we're here, and it's just like a dream come true.
And that leads me to the next question, like Emblem 3, Bieber, Ariana Grande, all the stuff you hear on Hot 95.7. A lot of these artists now are kind of doing the whole YouTube thing, and that's how people are getting discovered. So, as far as an advice, I mean, almost everybody here has some sort of computer program on their phone, or on their Mac, or on their PC, whatever, and uploading them and just kind of hustling. Why don't you give people advice on if they, want a career in music, how to achieve that the fastest way possible?
It definitely, what music or what anything you're pursuing is, you can always do it yourself, and you should do it yourself. Never think like there's a big machine or a big anything that's going to do it for you. If you believe in yourself, you can learn anything online and do it. And we always say this in our shows, if you've ever been to a Aquarius Rubin show, sometimes you're going to hear negativity, sometimes your parents are going to tell you to pursue something different, sometimes people are going to tell you to give up, but as long as you keep your world positive and stay focused, you'll always move where you want to go. So just keep that in mind.
I know you guys are on Twitter all the time. We tweet at least 10 times an hour on the radio station. Who is your favorite person to follow on Twitter, and why? That you can talk about here.
We probably follow a few people here. I know.
Who's got Twitter here? Raise their hands.
We clicked follow on the studio.
Knock you out with my ring.
Celebrities. I mean, who do you guys like to follow?
I like Cat Williams. I think he's hilarious. Not from things that I can repeat to people all the time, but he's a lot of fun though.
And he was on a run there for about a month. They probably got him.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I like Ted.
Ted's funny.
Ted the mayor?
The mayor, yeah.
Oh, really?
Unofficial account.
Was it Will Ferrell's big one?
Drumpy Cat?
Yeah, Grumpy Cat.
Grumpy Cat. I thought it said Drunken Cat. Grumpy Cat.
You guys want to ask any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Let's put it that way. All right, what's your name, where you're from, and ask them a question.
I'm Jay, I'm from Sugarland. And so my question is, so who are your inspirations growing up, both Asian and non-Asian?
Oh, that's a good question. Within the music industry, Asian American wise, there was you heard of the band Smashing Pumpkins. There was the Japanese guitarist,
James Ihar, right?
James
Yeah.
Ihar. Linkin Park, yeah. Because more than just the ethnicity thing was the mashup and the sounds, mixing hip hop and rock and a little bit of electronic elements. And just overall, I mean, of course, Michael Jackson, Daft Punk, Beastie Boys, big
R.I.P.
and them as mostly because what they did in hip hop culture was really show that there can be a different face and a different perspective doing hip hop music, and to us that was inspiring.
Who's got another question real quick? Come on up here. What's your name, where you from, and your question?
Angelo from Houston. I want to know if you guys are going to do any projects with Frank Music anymore?
Yeah, we haven't seen Frank in a minute. We'd love to. Frank is a genius. He's great. We used to tour with him. He would sing Rocketeer with us. We'd love to do another song with him. How'd you hear about Frank?
You're a big fan?
He's actually moving back to London, right? Yes. Yeah, I think he might be going back to London to work on his album, but yeah.
Has anyone here ever seen Far East Movement actually perform before? A couple people? Because these guys are the most high-energized guys I've ever seen in my life. They're going to do some stuff for you here on stage. Let's do one more question. We got one more question. Come on up here, sir. Your name, where you're from, and your question.
My name's Rich. I'm from Houston, originally from California. First, I want to say congratulations on your success, and thank you for everything you do for the Asian American community. My question is, what do you think it's going to take for more Asian Americans to break out or be accepted into the R&B and hip hop scene?
You know, that's a really good question. Thank you too for your support. I think it's almost getting there. That what the internet does is really create that equal playing field, like Kaden was talking about, for everybody. So you got Dumbfounded, and you got a bunch of, of course, there's Psy. There's all kinds of spectrums of different artists. There's K-pop, which is really blown up. But there's this really bubbling community of performers, whether they perform at groups like Collaboration or International Secret Agents, and they're coming up. I think it's really close, but I would say that there's no ceiling anymore. It's sky's the limit with YouTube.
All right. So you guys want to see them perform, right?